last week, it's been a whirlwind for me. Had to attend my mother-in-law's funeral on Saturday. Had to drive to Kansas City to celebrate the holidays with my family. Got the news that um, my ex's paternal grandmother actually passed when we buried my mother-in-law, and then on the fourth, she also lost an uncle. So if one could just say, a prayer for the Dennis family, um, I'd appreciate that. They are in my prayers, and I would just hope that you guys would put them in your prayers as well.
We'll definitely say a prayer for you, your ex's family, and everyone involved. They definitely are in my prayers. Um, JP,
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm sorry to hear all of that. Um, and I hope that she is holding up okay, because that is a lot. Um,
Yeah, she's been doing pretty good. I've been in contact with her, trying to support as much as I can. So, but she's a strong woman. She's a strong woman.
okay,
Coleman, how are you doing?
I hate to say how I'm doing. LV, my condolences, man. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. Um, I've been doing great, man. Uh, Life is always good on my end, bro. It never get too bad. I was watching this thing the other day, and this woman said, "Life doesn't get easier. It was Carol Lawson. Life doesn't get easier. You learn to deal with problems better." And that goes to that strength I think that LV was talking about with the Davis family. So life for me is good, man. I have no issues, man.
That's good. That's good to hear. We want to start it off a little somber a little bit because we're gonna have a good time because this is gonna be us unplugged and we laugh and joke behind the cameras and y'all don't get to experience that. So we're gonna bring some of that up front. Um, my fellow brothers have something to drink, but I have, you see that unsweetened iced tea. So I'm gonna take my first drink while they drink whatever,
and
and I'm
that's
gonna kick it off.
regular tea. That's not spiked with anything.
It is not
Listen,
spiked.
listen. I didn't see him buy it, and I don't know what's in there. I just know what the carton say.
Hey,
This
I,
John over there
I,
tore it from the floor up on camera, talking about I'm just drinking this unsweetened tea. That's sacrilegious. Black people don't drink
hey,
unsweetened tea.
How
hey,
they
I'm
say?
using it to burn fat. I got a lot of fat.
How they say?
So
Salute.
do I. I'm still drinking sweet tea. Shit.
wait a minute.
That's
Hold up. Unsweetened tea is a fat burner.
Tea is a fat burner. Coffee is a fat burner, but I don't drink coffee. So I'm gonna burn some fat drinking some unsweetened tea.
Okay.
So sweet tea is
shit.
a fat burner too.
Hey, salute,
Like,
Uh,
salute to your unsweetened tea.
listen,
That's my point. I don't know if it's unsweetened tea.
Hey, what's that game they be playing on TikTok? That's my first shot.
um,
What you
so
sipping
do
on?
you sweeten it with a
Uh,
sweetener like
I
equal
got
or
some
something? Is it
El Mayor tequila, bro. I picked this up when I was in Kansas City, man. It was on
y'all
Gotcha.
both
sale. I
drinking
ain't gonna
tequila?
lie. It was on sale. It don't taste
now
Yeah.
bad.
the one you should be concerned about is JP, who had a drink delivered by a young lady with bunny ears. So we don't know what's in that
Mm.
drink.
I
Yeah,
They
told
blamed
yeah.
it on the baby.
Talking about this for
I,
They
the kids.
blamed it on the
Right, trying to
baby.
blame it on the babies.
Blame it on the
I
baby.
told you fools. Our baby makes us dress up. It is
Don't
not
blame
the
it on the
fun
babies.
kind of dressing up, y'all.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We
Yep.
saw
Don't blame it
like
on the
bunny ears or
babies.
some shit. So it ain't Easter. That's all I know. Um,
That's all I know.
I got a
blame me.
question.
I
I
can't.
have a question.
Hold on. Mm,
It's about you, but go ahead.
about me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You done made me forget what I was going to ask you. Uh, but I'm gonna tell you, when your baby get older, when she get older, like when she really understands stuff, and we come over the crib and she be talking about how much she love her daddy, I'm gonna tell her the truth. Your daddy been lying on you for years.
A
He been
lot.
blaming shit on you. He
He
is not the
blames
man
you.
you think he is.
Right. He blames
You know
you
what I'm
when he's
saying?
late. He blames you when he's late.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy don't love you. Your mama jump up with bunny ears. Your daddy say it's the baby fault. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell her the truth about you.
Yeah, when
Your
she
daddy
gets
been
old
lying on you
enough.
for years.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit about you. Your daddy been lying on you for years. And anybody who knows Gerald know he crazy about this baby. So
Yes. Because see, one thing we didn't get to share with people because he was gonna buy a $15,000 bed for this baby.
listen, dog.
I
You
one.
know, it ain't even the bed for me, John. It's that when she comes in the room, have you noticed how he just his whole voice and shit changed? And he
Yes.
didn't brought Rudolph in the picture. What's up?
Oh, how does my voice say? Okay, one, the bed was so
Oh, when
heavy.
Sasha come in the room, you don't even talk English no more.
Right.
Like you be with us and you pontificating, you be out eloquent with your words. She come in the room, you be like, "Hey, baby." Like,
What's Sasha Boo? Sasha Boo.
She
I'm like,
said,
Hey,
I ain't
baby.
understood shit he said. What did he say? Y'all got your own language, dog.
I gotta
And
speak.
and, and for you to sit here, but for you to sit here and say, how does my voice change was very disingenuous.
Very.
We talk to you about this every week.
I beg to differ that this occurs. Okay. First
Oh
thing,
my goodness.
first thing, I'm speaking. I need for my baby to understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking her language.
Well, hold it. Isn't she gonna get older? Wouldn't she need another language when she goes to school? So shouldn't you be speaking that language?
See, that's when the
Listen.
heathen comes out. I speak a different language when the heathen comes out too. I'm
Oh,
hoping.
okay. So I was just thinking you speak a different language when Gerald come out because you the heathen. You primarily in that heathen lane, and you transition when the baby come in the room. But
I
And
am
people want to
hoping
hear more
that
about
this.
these bunny ears.
I'm hoping
mm,
that this time around, our last round of parenting, that heathen will not come out, and I won't have to bring out the other side that comes out when the kids act like heathen. See, Sashi, my baby, she's not gonna be a heathen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be able to chill all the way till she 18.
you know what?
Ha!
You are going to
Because
be
we've
so
had
funny.
heathens in this house. We've had heathens
Listen,
in this house.
this is the thing. This is the thing. I think when you look at all of us, when we think back, we all did something or gave our parents at least one experience that we would not wish upon ourselves.
True, true.
And if that is even if it was just one, you got an ass whooping coming because Sasha can give you some shit. My daddy used to say, "Kids will make a liar out of you. You better watch your mouth talking about that baby." Like, hey, that baby say, keep my name out your mouth."
I'm hopeful that won't no heathen come out. Okay, I have a question.
Oh Lord.
Um,
Oh,
I don't think it's possible for us to do this show without, in the spirit of keeping things totally real, without talking about
Oh shit.
past experiences. And in talking about past experiences, talking about previous relationships. And so
uh-oh, here we go.
Oh
we
no, he didn't. Athena, you hear me?
what?
You hear me?
Here's my
You don't even
comment.
want to turn
Here
around
we
and look at
go.
that shit.
Um,
Oh shit.
some of us, I'm not gonna say all of us, some of us have already been guilty of doing that. Okay. I just I think
Been
it's
guilty of what?
unavoidable. We have been guilty of referencing exes on the show. After we have done shows, I've gotten text messages. I know who you was talking about. That was a lot of information. After some of you who have already done, I end up getting text messages. That was a lot of information. Damn, but it was good to hear. It was juicy. Okay, and so one, I think this is unavoidable. But here's my question.
We getting a text message now. Don't you say nothing. That's what don't you listen to
Keep
me.
my name out your mouth.
Right.
Well, and I
Keep
was
my
saying,
name out your mouth.
Out your mouth.
Or hopefully it
but
ain't the husband.
it's really a statement I want to make for those exes who watch the show. And one of my exes already told me she don't even like me on the show. Okay, she made it clear that I'm not her favorite person, of course. Um, but I think it's unavoidable. So one, I think that our exes should be, I don't know what the term would be, should expect for this to happen. I think that we handle it with an amount of respect. My question for y'all though is
Can you not name names? Yeah, I got that. I could do that.
no, I mean if you gotta if you insist on throwing out, some folks insist on throwing out a name. Okay. But I don't suggest it. But when something comes up and you immediately think about somebody from your past, is there a way to keep it real, share that life experience? Because our ultimate, well, my ultimate goal, and I think y'all share this goal, is for us to help people and to
Gerald, just spit it out. Quit giving us the clinical
Yeah,
version.
man.
Just
Damn.
spell it
okay.
out.
We need to
Okay,
get
well,
you
that's
back
my
in
question.
some shit.
Is there? Do y'all think that there's a certain way to go about it where it does as little damage as possible, but we are still keeping it totally real?
Well, I have a shirt for that. I apologize for any truthful things that I said.
And I have a sign. I have that sign in my office. I apologize for all the mean, awful, truthful things that I said. So
Mhm.
that's interesting. They make shirts, they make plaques. Like I suggest
Yeah.
that like people buy that.
And you know what I tend to do is I blend all the relationships into one conversation. So people may think it's them, they may think it's not them. You have to pick it. It's like
Stop
bingo.
with that goddamn representative bullshit, John.
Hey,
Uh oh,
So for
I'm
me,
protecting the
so
Johnny
for
innocent.
Quick,
me,
are you doing the whole representative thing? Is that what you doing?
Well, see, I'm protecting those that can't protect themselves.
But should we
so
go so far in protecting others that we end up compromising ourselves and not being totally real and sharing the information that our people need to hear? Because to
Well,
me, that's the
so
ultimate goal.
I'm gonna let Coleman go ahead, and I'm gonna answer why.
yeah, for me, it has a couple of pieces to it. One is where the current relationship is, and the second piece is what is the intent of what you're doing.
Right.
So if I say something like "I'll put your mama in the wind," I'm doing it in a way where it is one, a joke, but two, in the current relationship with that person, if they hear it's a joke. Secondly, we all have these things that personally impact us and help us become the person that we are currently. And if you like the person that you are becoming, you don't become that person without the experiences. And the people who helped you have those experiences, whether you want to look at that experience and say it's good or bad, but the people that helped you have that experience, that level of growth, I don't think that there's a problem with acknowledging it as long as we don't try to pose this person as the problem. Like, say, for me, one of the I don't want to come over here and be like, oh yeah, I used to cheat, like it's fun. But what I want to do is if I say something about somebody I dated, you can also understand the mode of mind that I may have put this person in when they did whatever they did in that moment towards me. That event had an impact, right? It's been discussed. Everybody said, you know what? It is what it is. We had no intent to hurt each other, and we're moving forward. Now these are just experiences that are reflecting on what helped me. Now people could say you shouldn't say names, but I would tell you if somebody had a personal experience with me, you're welcome to say my name, because hopefully I've grown from that person that people will say, oh, I don't think that that's him. And if I've done that, if I've matured, if I've grown and I've gotten that relationship, whatever it was, I've gotten it so that it's good, so that I am not angry at them and they are not angry at me. We see each other, we speak. You know what I mean? So for me, it's the intent. It's where the relationship currently is. But a big piece of it isn't about that person, but it is about the experience that person helped me have to evolve into the individual that I am becoming.
And for me, is I make it relatable so people can listen and hear, but I also want to take in consideration if I be very specific. It's like I said, it was about bingo. People start putting things in place and trying to think about, oh, this is who you're talking about. Then they'll start calculating dates, and they may be inaccurate, but it could have ramifications on current relationships. It could have ramifications on how they have presented themselves in their circles. And I don't want to besmirch anyone. I don't want to destroy anyone. I don't want to bring them. But it goes back to what Coma said. You have learned from those different things. And so I put it vague enough where I combine different relationships where it may be you individually, it may not, because I don't want you to go back and think that your friends or whomever would think, oh, it was him or that's what happened. Because in these streets, I've been in more relationships than I knew I was in. And then if people listen,
y'all.
We need to have a timeout. We got to have a timeout. So you're not just gonna be able to walk through here and throw shit on the floor and ain't nobody gonna. I mean, we just gonna step in it. How are you in relationships than you thought you was in? I mean, how is that possible? Talk to us.
What he say in the streets? He said,
I need to hear. I need to hear him acknowledge a member of the community. He don't have to acknowledge.
I'm not a member of I've been people have put my name in relationships. I was like, I was not dating that person. I was not involved with that person.
So you
didn't. What was you doing with that person, John? What was you doing with that person?
You didn't go to dinner with her? You didn't go to the movies with her? Y'all didn't go bowling?
Now
see? John like, oh, don't you, Jonathan?
We get a little bit specific.
Have you seen the lower arch in her back?
And see, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, does the spine go in and have like a dip in a curve like that?
If you seen the lower curve in her back, you might have to question why they would think y'all was in a relationship. I mean, I'm just saying.
If you are asking questions,
so we gonna get
Instagram video.
He could use Jada's curve to say he was in an entanglement.
Man, listen. No.
John, it's a situationship. It's not a situationship. A situation.
Now, listen. No. This is what the problem is. We've been telling people that John don't drink, don't smoke. You know, we've been trying to put little quotes around this good guy shit he got, and then he want to come in here and just start walking into it. I'm like, this was not our subject. You brought this to us, so let's talk about it. Have you seen the lower arch of her back? Because if you have not, I could probably help you understand why she thought y'all was in a relationship. I might be able to help you out with some understanding on something.
I mean, even the dog see that, John. You see, she just laid on like, yeah.
Because if you make it clear, we are just screwing. you open yourself up to the strong possibility that she will assume that y'all in a relationship because
Well,
she's like, I'm
let me
giving
say,
him my loving.
the ones that I've been connected to, I had not had any intercourse with them.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, well,
Johnny, notice he said no intercourse. He didn't say I haven't had any sexual
right.
relations. I didn't have any
Yeah,
intercourse.
Bill. Yeah, Bill Clinton ain't said nothing.
If you licking and sucking and doing all, listen, if we
Child,
don't
you
make it
nasty.
clear that we're just screwing, or we're just,
Child, you
in a
nasty.
relationship, that's how it ends up in the street that you've been in all these relationships. Now, see, you've been hoeing around.
Who? Who? Who?
You need to quit hoeing around.
So LV, just tell us about your dog.
Yeah.
This,
You know,
hey,
John got that pip going on.
Before we get to the dog, here's my take on this whole situation, because this is going to happen repetitively
Do not
as
put your
we
penis
go.
in play.
What?
Do not put your penis in play.
No. I'm talking
That
about
that has to be part. That has to be part of it.
no, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that all of the pissed off exes out there who might watch the show and get pissed, I'm talking about that. Here's my focus is on the greater good. I am not going to withhold any information that I think might benefit our people in order to spare someone's feelings. Now, as Johnny Quick said, I can try to be vague. I can try to, be sure that no identifying information comes out. But if we got to say something, we got to say it. Now, amongst your friends, yes, they might know who the hell we talking about, but the general public will not. And I think that's
Right.
fair.
That yes.
All right.
But hey, them people who text you about me, tell them they got my number.
Well, apparently one of your exes contacted you through your number, correct? So
That was
apparently
actually on Messenger.
your people don't have
It was
no
on
problem
Messenger.
reaching out.
see, even the
It
dog,
was
like
it was
that
a
wasn't even
messenger.
necessary. You see, she started
Yeah,
whining after that comment.
yeah.
Which
Oh, I
You.
didn't say it. He did.
It was something you said was mean.
okay, LV, tell us about the dog. Tell us about your new puppy.
This is my puppy, Athena. Actually, today she is 10 weeks old. And she went to the vet today for him to check her ears and to start the posting process so that they'll eventually stand like that by themselves. She's getting a little frustrated because she just woke up and that conversation, y'all see how she's tucking her head. She don't want to hear that shit.
Mm,
You
John.
know, it could be me, but I'm looking at the blue blockers and the antenna ears. I'm thinking, I'm thinking there's a sick.
And out of the four of us, you the one, LV, who will stand the dog's ears straight up, typically
Yeah,
on the show.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she ain't worried about what we gonna say. She worried about what you gonna say.
No,
Camel clutch and knuckle buck. We remember.
I never, I never say anything out of line. I just tell the truth. I tell what God loves.
Mm.
The
Oh,
truth.
Well, I think we
well,
all tell the truth.
Jesus into this.
Sometimes the truth
I
is
tell
hard.
God.
All right, Johnny, quick. What's next?
You
What's
know,
next for this
you
guy?
know, one thing is I like to let people know that next week I won't be a part of the show because I'm taking a vacation well needed. Now I'm putting this out there because the question I keep getting asked, why you want to go there? I wouldn't go there. And my response is no one asked you to go. But I'm going to Iceland for a week. And yes, I'm going by
Cool.
myself. There was a person that was invited. Well, first let me back up. When I make plans to go
Yeah.
places, I let people know this is where I'm going. You're free to join me because many times you plan to go somewhere with people, things fall out, things happen, they can't go. Well, this one I planned to go. A young lady was like, "Hey, I want to go," and blah blah blah. I was like, "Sure, no problem." Then she had a meeting, and she found out I was still going. She's like, "I was kind of hurt by that." I'm like, I, "I'm still going." So I, I'm
So let
sorry.
me ask you a question. Did you understand why she was hurt by that?
It was a friend, so it was a traveling friend, so it wasn't a relationship hurt. So yeah, I understand why she was kind of hurt, but
I
it wasn't a
understand y'all
devastation.
friends,
You couldn't
John. Y'all
reschedule.
traveling friends, but ain't nobody going to no goddamn Iceland where it's gonna be cold. Make your friends. That's all I'm saying. I don't have friends like that want to travel with me like that.
Hey, I got a friend that's I have a friend online that's watching us now, and she's a friend. She was gonna go just the heck of it. So I have friends like that.
Okay, but hold on.
Hmm.
Was it not possible? Because she's not here to give her side. Was it not possible to reschedule it at a time where she would be able to go? Because she's like, "Ooh, I can't go. I got this thing that came up," and you like, "Oh well, I'm out."
Well, the
See,
other
John,
part that goes
John.
with that, the other part goes with that is my birthday is next week. So this was kind of sitting around my birthday. So I wasn't changing
Oh
it.
well, he out. That's I told you that up front. And really it ain't got
Listen.
shit to do with his birthday. John said, "Oh, hey, this is when I'm going." I told you in the video, I'm going on such and such a day. Hey, if you want to go, hey, that's what it is. She didn't get back. John go on. He like, I don't understand what you don't understand. I told you I told you
Right.
I was doing such and
I
such
have.
a day.
Am I the only one? Because last week I was the only one who Coleman's
Now
camera
he got
was
he got he
pointed at
got
the
the he in the
ceiling.
clouds. He in the clouds.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm
So
in the
Yeah,
this is
clouds.
something he don't want
yeah,
us to
you in the
know about.
clouds. We got audio, but
He
you in
don't
the
want us to
clouds.
see what
Really?
he's doing right now. Okay.
Well, when Coleman got a point to make, he'll just come up here close like this and make a point.
Hey, I don't know what's going on.
Here he come back. It's coming back. There you go. All right,
Okay.
folks.
So, Johnny Quick, this friend, she's a traveling friend, right?
This
Um,
Hmm.
was going to be the first traveling we were going to do.
oh, okay.
Oh, so you don't know if she's a traveling friend or not?
Right.
Because
You
sometimes
Once
you
have
can
again,
you
meet
absolutely have
nobody
no
somebody.
going
idea.
to fucking
Yeah.
Iceland just to go to fucking Iceland with somebody unless they the same sex. That they just
Yeah,
going, man, miss me with that
y'all
BS. Hey,
y'all
hey, what
was
did
going to have
Dick
to have
used
the
to say?
conversation on the way back.
I
Hey, what
think
did Dick
you doing
Vermeil used
what
to say?
LB accused you
I
of
call
doing before.
BS. I call BS. And
Um,
take
Yeah.
a swig.
But you know
Oh,
what?
he
But
took
this the
it.
thing. This the thing. This the thing. I don't even blame BS on her.
I'm
I
calling on
blame it
you.
on him. I call
Yes.
that on John.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Well,
he
I just
speaks
You like
for her. He
I'm
is
cool if it
speaks
don't
for her
pop
right
out, but
now.
I'm gonna try to holler at you though. I'm cool if it don't pop out, but I'm gonna try to holler at you. We in
Why
Iceland.
this fool speechless right
I'm
now?
not speechless because what I'm learning
When
is
else?
every time I add something to it, it gets changed. So it's like
It's a no-win situation.
Dude,
it's not
the
right.
truth don't get changed. We just
Right. That
you
is
telling the
all.
story.
That is all. You know I'm
Listen,
being turned.
listen, dog. Listen. Everybody knows you make that move, you get her in Iceland, and you just gonna be like, when else would you ever have the opportunity to have sex in Iceland?
Ultimately,
To
ultimately, what I'm
experience
saying
this
is
in Iceland. When else are
Or
you gonna have this?
experience
That's one
anything
of
in
them.
Iceland for that matter.
That's one of them 50-50 proposition where they be like, well, he right. I probably ain't gonna never come back to Iceland.
On your behalf, though, listen, I do want to say this, John. At least, because it would have been worse if you would have took another woman and she couldn't go. At least you decided, well, I'm still going, but I'm gonna go by myself because then she really would have been like, Okay, I thought you was planning on doing something.
And see, and see,
It was
and
just
see,
a friend.
Everybody
It
else.
was just a
see.
friend.
I think it's the opposite. I think he should have taken somebody else
Why?
No,
because
I don't for
because
the
people act different when they know you got options.
when they got competition. That's what it
People
is.
do.
Right, all that bug.
You got a good point.
Yeah, you go ahead. You sing it. Hell yeah, you go ahead and take somebody else and show them the pictures. Since we had a good time, she did all the shit in Iceland I wanted you to do.
And
He came back from
Yeah.
Iceland pregnant. You could have been pregnant.
No,
but
we
you
ain't
didn't
trying
know.
to put that on him. No, hell
No, we're
See,
not
now
trying to put that on.
Gerald sometimes goes too far. He sometimes goes way too far.
he does. Oh, I gotta call that shit out. Hell no, you took shit too damn far.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you went from a tribal school to raising the 18 years worth of kids.
Make
No.
goes on in ice.
You know what? You know what? We know you ain't did that research. Your head don't know that. We know you researched some shit, but you ain't researched that.
Didn't write down one word. Didn't look up on the computer.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
And said that to us like we're supposed to believe it. You know, it's a lot of babies coming to ice. Well, why is the population so?
Right.
Okay. So
Stupid.
when do you head out?
I leave tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Oh
So
shit.
is there going to
What time
be
you
a
leave?
guest co-host for the
9:15.
show at your place?
The co-host will be LV.
What?
So ain't nobody coming in to sit in your place. You should do the show from Iceland. They ain't got internet.
Who's going to be the guest? Is there going to be a guest co-host in your place?
Listen.
How about the young lady who didn't make it to Iceland? She might
She's probably available. She's probably available.
Yeah.
What I could do is see if
talk to
Candace would
her.
like. I'll see if Candace is available. She was a great joy to the
No,
podcast.
we want to talk to the trick boogaloo. That's who we want to talk to.
Yeah. Now, see, we don't want Candace without you.
No, because that's gonna be another situation. I see that right now.
We don't want Candace without you.
Yeah.
Why would
Now,
that be
I got some more questions for Candace about
Sure.
the community. I want
Yes.
to know some rules about. I want to know some rules
Because Gerald been sending questions already about it. I'm like, I just know Gerald laying low, just waiting for the opportunity. I already know what Gerald's up to.
For his relationship therapist to come out.
Yes.
I like
hey, bro, you see me take shot number 2. What number is that for you?
I'm on 3.
Okay, hold on.
You need to catch up.
And this, that's what I'm telling you. Hold on, I'm pouring.
Well, where's Gerald talking about you need to catch up and Gerald's not drinking?
That's how Gerald always is.
He got that mixed drink. You saw Bunny Ears bring.
First
He
thing,
babysitting.
LV, that wasn't nice what you just said. That is
Now,
not
you
how
being
always
true to
say.
yourself. You being true to yourself.
I'll be right there along with everybody else.
You be riding, come on now.
Only Johnny Quick dips out on them shots when they come
Hey,
in.
he just took his to the head though, not too long ago.
That's unsweetened tea.
But you know what? We hadn't
That's
really all been together. Was your bachelor set? Was that the last time we all like got together and drank?
No, wasn't we all?
Because that's been a long time. That's right.
all
We did go to Jason's one night, didn't we?
not too long ago.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't kick it like we did it.
But that was the last time. But that was the last time, like people couldn't wake up and shit. Shit, bachelor.
The last time you almost had everybody in a coma was the bachelor party. Yes.
Yeah, and that bachelor party always comes up.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was a wild.
Excuse me. The only thing an individual can do is provide opportunity. All I can do is provide opportunity. I mean, if
That's
If you take advantage of opportunity, that's on you.
The night that
LB.
Johnny Quick told me to
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on
Johnny
it.
Quick told me jump off a wall because he
No,
was gonna catch
no,
me, and he
no,
missed me,
No,
and I rolled
no.
under a
no.
diesel.
Now let me
That
tell you what
night,
happened.
Point,
What happened? You
and
walked.
needed
You had to go to the
and didn't
restroom.
get him.
I said, Gerald, I'm trying to do a fireman
But
catch.
tell
I was
him,
like, Gerald,
tell him why he was on the wall. Why was you on the wall using the restroom though?
he thought he was Spider-Man or something. I don't know what it
Now
was.
ask him why. Ask him why though. Ask him why he was on the wall.
Wait a minute, hold up. That has nothing to do with Johnny Quick saying.
No, we got to go into
That precipitated. That is what precipitated the whole thing.
Yeah.
That is what set the whole thing in motion. Why was you on the wall? We stopped. You say what?
I had to use the breath. What does that have to do?
So okay. You say I gotta pee. So why do you get up on the wall to pee?
Right, right.
Because everybody else was just like peeing around like the bus tires and shit. Why did you have to get up on the wall to pee?
Because he likes somebody he hate.
No. I know this is gonna sound.
Why'd you get on the wall?
Because he likes somebody he hate. He a hater. You a hater. Hating on that man. I love that music though.
The reason why I was on the wall is because I needed to urinate into the grass because I don't urinate on concrete because of the splatter. And I don't want that splatter.
The splatter.
That sounds real good. That sounds real good. But he was having a flashback. He was having a flashback. He was just like, I'm watering the flowers.
So he's on that wall because he don't want to get pee splatter on his shoes.
Right.
That's why he's on the wall.
And then he was intoxicated. So I'm like, Gerald, let me help you down. Let me help you down. I was like, I'm gonna put you on my back. He's like, no, I'm gonna jump. So he jumps. I try to catch him, and then he falls to the ground. I was like, come on now. Come on.
Okay, hold on. Now, John, I'm gonna try to give you an out here. Now, even though you said jump on my back, you say he jumped. You attempted to catch him. Hold on, Gerald.
No. Okay.
Did he jump over you, or did he, or was it one of them?
No. Hey, now listen. Both LV.
No, I'm talking about you.
LV, both of them.
You like this?
LV, both of them is lying.
Oh shit.
LV, both of them is lying.
Now you
John ain't turned around and said, "Get on my back." John
never said.
That just came up today. That's new information.
I didn't say get on my back. I didn't say get on my back.
That is new information. That shit happened 10 years ago. We just got that information today.
Get on my back.
Johnny Quick
get to the bottom of it.
But listen. I'd like to point out this one thing. I want to point out this one thing. I was the only sober one, so my story has a little bit more convincing and accuracy.
Listen,
I didn't have no
John.
That night. I know exactly what happened that night. Okay?
Listen, John. The audience know bullshit. The audience, everybody in the audience don't know black man turn around and tell his friends jump on my back. We just don't do that. We don't give each other piggyback rides. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gave one of them a piggyback ride. Never.
Ever. I was stuck on that wall, and I said, "I'm stuck."
You said,
"Wee! Go ahead and jump." I said, "Jump. I catch you. Go ahead and jump."
Hey, John, did he say
under a diesel?
Fly?
Right.
He thought he could fly. He jumped. And then I tried to catch him.
Ain't good at
and he fell.
Okay. He ain't good at catching people. Okay, yeah.
Gerald gave a bad jump, but John didn't reach out.
A poor catch it too.
Yeah. John said, "You got to get in the bread basket, baby. You jump over there. That's on you." You got to jump right here.
You gotta
You
come
jump
up.
over there, that shit so you. And Gerald jumped over there.
He
His ass was rolling up under that bus. I was like, boy.
that was a diesel.
Oh boy.
That was a bus, Gerald.
The
That was a
bus.
bus.
No, we were on a bus, but that was
No,
the
Gerald.
that was the
There were
was a
equivalent
no.
of a diesel where we were.
No, Gerald.
no.
She had backed up and you pissed on the wall. When you jumped off, you was rolling up under the bus you was riding on. You was not under a trailer.
Yes.
You was gonna get killed by the party bus we
I
got
was
for your
on the party bus.
Yes.
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 Now we will let you say a diesel for all these years because it added liveliness to the story. But no, you was under the bus you came on.
Okay, I shouldn't have been under nothing if he'd have caught me like he said he would.
Listen,
Touche.
when you
Touche.
trying to jump out, I'm sorry, I can't run and catch you. I try to grab you, and you just went too far. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah.
Johnny
Man.
Quick, I want you to promise that you ain't gonna be catching people at bachelor parties anymore. Okay.
Listen.
Hell, he
But that was.
going to a damn bachelor party. Shit.
We still got unmarried.
But you know what?
Group.
But you know what? John be. Listen, whenever it be some bullshit going on, John always be there.
He in the middle. He in
John
the
always be there. John, was you at Outburst that time? Was you at Outburst that time his floor fell in?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm telling you, John always when some bullshit happened, John is always there. He is always there.
That was a bachelor party. Going great, then all of a sudden the floor just drops.
That shit
Like-
just collapsed.
That was a bachelor party.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a well done party too. But I'm telling you, whenever some bullshit happened, call John, be like, John, what happened? He'd be like, oh, now you gotta be careful because he'll add some facts there, just like he told you to jump on his back. I mean, he'll add some shit, so you gotta be able to decipher through the story to get to the.
He's an embellisher. He embellishes the
I
story.
need him to stop embellishing these stories.
But he'll tell you later on. He'll be like, now that part didn't happen, but it really made the flow of the story go. So he'll tell you. He don't try to hide it from you, but he'll let you go with it for a little while. But he'll come back and tell you that part didn't happen, but it made the story flow.
All right, y'all. I have a question. Is there anything, because the world's been, a lot has happened. Is there anything in the news that we need to discuss tonight?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and that's kind of why I was kind of making it a little lively because you had over the weekend the guy who shot up a parade and was taken alive, and then you have the guy who shot at 90 or more times and hit 60 times for trying to. So I was kind of trying to stay away from those different things because that kind of got my blood boiling. Trying to think about those things and trying to rationalize what people have done. It's like we'll get back to those different things, but this was the opportunity for people to see how we are when we come together and really
But they
pick up
need
on
to
that.
see us go at each other's necks because some people are haters.
I don't know who he's referencing. Hey, okay, we don't have to get into that heavy of a story like the mass shooting, but I am curious to know what y'all's thoughts are on
Gerald's always a therapist, no matter when the event is. But go ahead.
on R. Kelly getting 30 years.
Oh, I knew it. Let's go ahead.
I've been lobbing them goddamn alley oops, and he's just been missing the goddamn oop, hitting the goddamn rim, dropping the ball and shit.
Yeah, he told you why you stay on the wall pissing. Yeah.
Right.
I picked up on it.
Perfect oop.
I was waiting on it. Go ahead, Joe. Give us your opinion. We all know the story. Go ahead, give us your opinion.
No, I'm wondering what y'all's opinions are.
No, Joe. Kick
He
it off.
wants yours
It's
first.
gonna take you 45 minutes to give your side. So let's get it out the way. Let's get it out the way.
Okay, here's my thoughts. Does that mean don't get my thoughts?
I don't know where that came from.
Hey, before he give his thoughts, please like, share, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you share this with all your friends. Cause listen to what he about to say.
Yes.
Just listen. It's worth the price of there ain't even no admission. This shit is free. This is free. Free game right here, y'all. Go ahead, JP.
Here are my thoughts. And I noticed some of y'all think that this sounds a little harsh. My thoughts on this are I'm glad he got 30 years. I'm not only glad he got 30 years, I hope that while he's serving his 30 years, he experiences some of the hell that he put them young girls through. As young as 14, I believe, but there was some prepubescent girls that looked as young as 12. And when it comes to pedophilia, it's not so much about the age that the attraction is to, it is about how they look. And so even if they are 16, but if they could pass for 12, that's where the pedophilia piece comes in. Okay. And so he deserved all 30 of them damn years. He deserved to rot in that prison until Lucifer shows up to claim his soul for what the hell he did. Now, here's a question that people ask a lot of times because pedophilia is a totally separate type of sex offender. And so sometimes people will ask, well, if the pedophilia is about the look, why don't they find 18-year-olds who look like they're 14 or 12? And the reason why is because psychologically, when they know that the person is 18, yes, they can still enjoy being sexual with an 18-year-old who looks 14, but considering that there are so many 14 and 13 and 12-year-olds out there, they're going to pass on the 18-year-old to get to them. This man is awful. He's a degenerate. He deserves all that damn time. They're going to come after him for that child porn. He's going to get more time for that. He deserves all that damn time. Okay. And those victims have been speaking and saying that they finally feel like justice has been served. This man held young girls captive. He had young girls, some of them made him cut their hair off and dress like boys so that he could get his other little,
Jollies.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he deserved every bit of it.
And before we go to Coleman, I just want our viewers to know this has been brewing behind the scenes for quite a while. So it's coming out today. So go ahead, Coleman.
But that's not what we disagree with.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement that he needs to do his time and what he did was wrong. He affected these young ladies. I'm in agreement with all that. But that's not what we disagree with.
Somebody disagreed and said 30 years was a bit long.
I sure in the fuck did. Okay? I
He
did. Why? Let me explain why. Okay? Because number one, the shit happened so fucking long ago. Now there were people that aided and abetted all along with it. Okay? If you're gonna go back that far and get this man, I need them people to do some time too. They ain't got to do 30 fucking years if you want them to do 30 years, but they need to do some motherfucking time. They shouldn't just go scot-free because they aided and abetted that shit. Number two, there have been several. I'm not done. I didn't interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. Please, I want my time back. I want my time back.
Take your time.
Okay, now there have been other individuals that have had statutory rape or pedophilia type of situations with young ladies have been convicted and have received no time. But you're going to go after this man because of his skin color. And that's what the main root of all of it is. Because, and then you're going to say he held people captive against their will. It wasn't against their fucking will. He had paid for that fucking captivity to their goddamn parents.
Not
see,
in
that's
every
the,
case.
see that, not, but no, but that's still.
No,
that is bullshit.
But so you know what? When he
was making the right people money, all that was good because that's why he was such a visionary and he was able to tap into, you know, his artistic ability and all that shit. They didn't give a fuck about them girls at that time.
Here's a
but
question.
don't come back on that man.
Wait, Gerald. Wait. Coleman has something he wants to say. Wait, Gerald. JP.
They were not.
JP.
Convicted. There has been no famous white person convicted of committing sex crimes who got away.
Griswold was convicted on the same day. Griswold was
so he should get off.
Griswold was convicted on the same day. Griswold Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted on the same day, and she got 20 years for prison, for 20 years in prison for sex trafficking because she was messing with young ladies.
But regardless of who gets off, does that mean that a person who's guilty should also get off? That's like when it comes to crimes.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
that. Okay, so just because some police officers have got off, does that mean that all of them should get off? The rest of them should get off for the crimes and the murders they commit against our people?
Go ahead, like Coleman.
Being a good damn singer, being a good damn writer and dancing and gyrating and doing all that shit on the stage does not give a person a free pass to sexually assault, abuse, commit acts of pedophilia against literally dozens of girls. He need to die in that damn prison. He's not safe to be in society.
But you ain't gotta hate on the man music now. You got you. Hey, you can listen to his music before you do this shit.
I want to be able to listen to bumping ground.
You gotta take your damn off of that, y'all. I won't stand for that bullshit. That music.
He ain't put out. He has not put out.
It's still golden.
He has not put out any music that is so good that he gets a free pass.
What about the gospel music?
Stop listening to it. This shit sounds good.
So let's see if we can find a medium. But I think everybody is right. But there are pieces to this. So I'm in total agreement with Gerald is saying is every individual crime needs to stand on its own.
Right.
And what R. Kelly did to these young ladies, he deserves to do time.
Right.
He deserves to do the 30 years. Now, that is a separate issue from, is there a justice in our...
They threw the book at him.
No. I tell you.
That was some bullshit.
And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll be honest with you. If R. Kelly is fucking my daughters or my nieces, it is no different. But that's what I'm saying. That's what he is doing. So you're saying, all right, I'll execute him in the ends today. And I'm saying I think that 30 years for somebody who didn't get murdered is legit based on what he did, which I think is a separate issue than the injustices that we have in our system. R. Kelly deserves 30 years. My thing with Gerald,
30 years.
And my thing with Gerald that I disagree with was Gerald was talking about, and I'm sure you've calmed down a little bit from then, but I don't know because you get a little spicy. Gerald was talking about he hoped the man go to prison and get raped and beat. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that we.
People. It's just like
I don't think I don't think we should wish for any man to involuntarily have penis injected into his life.
Y'all just said
Disagree with that
said
piece.
you kill him. Okay, hold up.
No, Laverio said he would kill him.
If he
Laverio said he would kill him. That was Laverio.
So right, so what? If that was my daughter, my niece, my sister, my cousin, hell yeah.
So how?
So I think that we all. But hold on. Real quick.
The pain he inflicted into others. How is him being molested worse than him getting murdered?
Because I
hold on.
No,
but we're
man.
But we're talking about two extremes though.
I'd say
murder is an extreme, and so is somebody being raped. What I'm saying is that he deserves to do the time. I'm in agreement with you, Jeremy. I don't wish rape. No, 30 years is applicable, dog. He been fucking babies for years. 30 years is applicable. 30 years is applicable, man.
I guess I need to see the cases of the babies because I mean,
don't you remember that test that came out 30 years
ago? Aaliyah was a baby.
Yeah, she was too young.
Aaliyah was a baby.
She was too young.
What about the 14-year-old in the video?
It applies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't even have to go to the level of saying this is a degree of inhumanity that shouldn't even exist. I don't have to go there. I can just point to the one that we all know that we don't even have to question. He married, what, a 12, 14-year-old?
Yeah, 14.
Even if her parents consented, as a man, that is wrong. He should get 30. He should get 30 years for that one by itself. Right. So I do not agree. I do not agree that we should wish for it. Yeah, because I mean, and when you think, and Jordan, I know you don't mean this because I know how you feel about the penal system, but when you think about the penal system and what it does to black men, the mindset that it puts them in, and a lot of these men, they are craving, they're having sexual intercourse in ways that they would not have done if not for being in prison. I mean, that whole thing, for me, I cannot wish rape on another man. And I know, and Joe, I'm saying that with the understanding that I don't really think you mean it. I think you mean he needs to get some shit, but I don't think you wish rape on anybody. So that's not my point. I'm just saying that's my stance.
It's just a hater. You mean?
So I think that there are so many pieces of this thing, man. There are a lot of pieces of this thing. Some are cultural, some are just flat out wrong. I mean, there's a lot going on with that piece where I don't think it's just it's a nuanced topic.
If you could sum it up in 1 minute, I'm going to ask this question. I know you can't, Gerald, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Should the parents get that much time for dropping their kids off at their house?
Yes.
Okay.
It all depends.
Let me tell you, the parents should have been turned in hotline because that is child neglect. You dropping your damn kid off at a damn pedophile's house. They deserve to get time. All the people LV's talking about who, because they was on the payroll, they hid it. They need to get time also.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
After 24 years, because I have treated sex offenders and victims of sexual abuse. Evidence-based therapy. After 24 years of sitting with victims of sexual abuse and hearing about the depths of the trauma that they experience, how it impacts their lives forever. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying as a person who sits and listens to that trauma and helps them to move beyond those PTSD symptoms. I don't care what happened to R. Kelly's raggedy, nasty, pedophilic ass while he's in that prison. On behalf of the dozens of women dozens of girls that he sexually assaulted, and on behalf of all of the victims of sexual abuse, male and female victims.
All right, Joe, your minute's up.
For him, if he gets raped in prison.
All right, Coleman.
So speaking of your question, John, I think it's situational. I don't think you can deserve time. Some of those parents were single mothers from the hood really thought that he was going to enhance their child's career because of the game, the way that he molded some of these families. And I think some of the circumstances had to be taken into context because you had some of those mothers that when they really found out what was going on, they were trying to get their daughters out and couldn't, but they didn't intentionally put them in the situation. You have some families who are saying, all right, well, we'll accept money to keep quiet. To me, anytime you accept money, yeah, now you've gotten outside of the victimhood and you become a part of the crime. So I think the ones who accepted money and stuff like that, I think there's a consideration there. But there are a lot of those parents who really thought, I mean, because I don't know if I've ever met somebody and not know their backstory and talk to them and came away feeling like, oh, this person's a pedophile. There's some people I come away with and I'll be like, yeah, I'm uneasy. I don't know about that. But some people don't give you that. And I think that R. Kelly is a artist. And I think that he not only sings, but he acts and he does all these things. I think he can present himself in a way that a parent would never think that he would molest their child. And I don't know if you can prosecute that.
Right. LV.
I mean, like I said, I don't agree with what he did. It was wrong when I first heard about it, 20 some odd years ago. I knew there was something to it, but people covered it up. And it was all good until that little documentary came out. Some people came out saying some things, a lot of that stuff. I mean, fuck stuff. A lot of that shit that they were saying, you had grown ass women that subjected themselves to things. Everybody wasn't a child, you know. And then, and this is going to sound so cruel, so insensitive, but I mean, when you looked at, I mean, it's just like how some young girls are at ages 15, 16. Some of them that he was dealing with, they didn't look that age and they definitely didn't
Nah,
act.
bruh.
I'm not giving him any defense, man. I'm not giving him any defense. I'm just saying the whole situation, it boils around to all the people around. It goes back to the old saying.
If they was kicking in tennis shoes, because that
I
age
mean,
usually are in
the
tennis
thing is,
shoes.
anybody that's from
And
the Chicago area, and when R. Kelly first came out, they all know that he like that. He was hanging out at McDonald's to get the freshman and sophomore chicks. That was his
and
thing.
you know what? But this is my only thing,
So why
LV,
would
and
you attribute all?
I don't
I'm saying,
disagree with
why
what
would
a
you
lot of you said, but a lot of these parents who were impacted were from Atlanta and other cities outside of Chicago that would have known what was going on. My other thing is, I understand that some girls may not look like girls. I get that piece, so I don't dispute that piece. I don't know any in my current state of mind, and even when from the time that I was in my 20s going forward, when I talk to my nieces, and my oldest niece is 12 years younger than me. I'm sorry, 14 years younger than me. So I've been talking to 14-year-olds a lot since I was young. And I don't know any 14-year-old that I have ever talked to that when we had that conversation, I couldn't tell you that she was a 14-year-old.
Okay, that's the difference.
She just does not have the depth of experience and knowledge to have a conversation on an adult based level.
That's not
No. What you were saying? No. No, what I'm speaking to is what you said. You said some women who are 14 don't look 14, and you said some of them act mature. And what I'm saying is the maturity piece, I can't agree with that because I've never talked to a 14, 15-year-old and didn't know that they were a teenager just on their depth of experience. And I agree. That's why I wanted to point to because I know that's just a misspoken piece of,
I mean,
right?
like old folks who say they're
Well,
They're
you know what?
fast.
We've gone over time.
Right.
We have gone
But
over
even
time.
with them acting fast,
That don't make it right. But what I'm saying,
no, and I'm not talking about
manipulate their minds, bro. That he likes
and I'm
to
not,
manipulate the minds.
But
And
you
I
also have to
understand
look
all
at
that. I
he had
understand all
a
that.
young mind as well. But go ahead.
I understand all
You ain't
that.
gonna
And
have to
my
wrap. I'm
only
about to
piece
wrap up.
is, yeah, my only piece is when somebody is 14, you have a conversation with them, you know they're 14. So there is nothing that says this person acts more.
He's a
Even if
predator.
her maturity,
Oh,
even if her maturity level, I understand he was a predator, but even if her maturity level was of an 18-year-old, you still shouldn't have been messing with her.
You're
So
right.
for anybody to go to the point where some of these young girls act, no, you can't tell me that they act they age.
That don't
They
give
look
you an
different, but they
excuse to
act
mess with
they
them. You're
age.
right. It
and
don't give you
that's
an
how
excuse
the
to mess
law
with them.
looks at it.
That's what you want, and you sick for wanting that.
Right. But what Coleman is pointing out, because I have had sex offenders in therapy who asked that question, how did I get convicted when she told me she was 18? Because the way the law looks at it is you should have known
No.
from talking to her that she was not 18. I had a damn sex offender who was delivering food to a house. The girl wrote him a check in pencil. She said she was 18. My response was, damn it, she wrote the check in
And
pencil.
pencil.
Something should have told your ass that she was not an adult.
And
And
on that
that's
note,
how the
This,
law
hey,
looks at it.
listen,
hold
listen.
on,
We
John.
got
John, I
to.
know we got to go. I know we got to go. This is one more piece. Because you know my nieces. I remember telling Sheila years ago, if I had to date my niece, I would kill myself because of where they were in their life, my life experiences, and I could see how flawed this shit was, even though I was still growing. It was like if I had to talk to that every day, I would kill myself. As far as being in a relationship, they're just there's just not that level of experience there
Right.
to talk to me, even as a college student. You look at the high school students, talking about you ain't got no idea what's about to come. You think you know what's coming for college, but you ain't got no idea. 1 to 2 years makes that big of a difference
Yeah.
at that age level. So you know that them is babies. So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this, save some of this for next week when I'm not here, so y'all can get more of it out. Please like, share. Please like, share, and join us next week. I will be in Iceland. If I'm able to, I'll join. If not, have a good time without me. And I'll end on this note, and we'll talk about this offline because I'm sure y'all didn't pick up on Whiting Petroleum partner with someone. You got some new stock today, so we'll talk about that later. Everyone, enjoy yourselves and let us know what your perspective is.
Like, share, subscribe.